from the community who are going to hand the petition.
Written objections to closing down Carlton and Granville.
Thank you very much. Receive the facts.
I'm of course you're aware that 3 years ago we signed a contract with Rumi's Case to say that it was a short lease for 3 years because our intention is to build council homes for the people of South Kilburn.
But not on community sites.
Leslie, please let me finish. Have that respect. I'm acutely aware you've got 1,200 signatures. I'm delighted, and the reason why I came to see you is that we've got 1,200 signatures from South Kilburn residents. So that's something we need to look at. And I've never said, or we've never denied as an authority, that post-expiration of the lease, we're happy to work with Rumi's Case to look at other solutions. But at the present time, we need to stick with what we're doing because it's about council homes. It's about all those people living in overcrowded homes, which you're aware of, which I've seen several times, and we've got to mitigate that because I don't want our residents living in those conditions. And thank you very much for coming. If you want any water or anything, please let me know or anything like that. I'm aware it's hot, and thank you very much for coming up today. So thank you for showing your passion.
Can I just say in reply to that then that they are building 1,200 new homes, additional homes on the South Kilburn site, and none of those are social housing. They only choose the community centre site to build social housing. Suddenly, social housing is important because it's on the community. It's 18 homes. They could easily put those 18 homes elsewhere.
Well said, Leslie.
Thank you.
Hi, would you like to tell us something about Rumi's Cave and why you're here today?
Yeah, Rumi's Cave has been serving the residents of South Kilburn since 2011. We help people from food bag, free education, supporting the most vulnerable. We have so much social isolation in South Kilburn and Brent, and we don't just serve the people of Brent, we serve the wider community. It's a London and nationwide problem that we're facing. The cuts in austerity, what's happening right now to people is not really talked about in the masses. And what we're really fighting today is saving community spaces. The council are proposing to make new homes, but we don't have a problem with new homes, but it shouldn't be pitted against community spaces. And the houses and the flats that they are proposing to put in our space, the Carlton Granville, which we are currently temporary tenants of, is only 18 flats. So we're asking the question, why can't they put those flats elsewhere? And what we're trying to say is that we shouldn't be making a ghetto in certain areas. It shouldn't just be homes without any support, any connection, any real community. So that's why we're really trying to advocate for the most vulnerable, the most needy, people with mental health. And also in June there were reported 705 crimes of antisocial behaviour in Brent. And these are the kinds of things that we want to tackle. We don't just want to push people to the cusps of London. They say the social housing quota is going to be, I think, about 30%, when in reality it only ends up being less than 15 to 7%, 7 to 15%, which is a very low margin. So what we're trying to do is protect people from what's really happening to them who may have resided in those areas generationally. We're trying to not create ghettos. We're trying to create solutions to problems instead of pushing people to the outskirts.
Okay. Well, the question was, if the plans go ahead, how will your space and your programme be affected?
The most vulnerable people will be affected because there are so many service users who come to our space to come for food bank, who come to the free events, come for free education, and at the moment there isn't any other groups apart from the Granville Community Kitchen who are supporting the local residents of South Kilburn. Some of the other charities are business enterprises, so we're the only real solution to a lot of the issues and Granville Community Kitchen in South Kilburn. So we want to continue supporting the local residents and the wider community.
And what is the council offering you?
They haven't offered us anything at the moment, and I find it shocking that after the many years of them coming to take pictures, the MPs in our local food bank and soup kitchen, that they don't see a service like Rumi's Kitchen, Rumi's Cave, and that we don't take any public funding from Brent. We're a volunteer-run, self-sufficient grassroots charity, and something like that should be witnessed and recognised by Brent, that we can stand on our own 2 feet and support the people and really reach out to the people who trust in us. And, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
support the Granville Community Kitchen. I am a volunteer and a trustee at the Granville Community Kitchen. We do some free events for the community. And we do have quite a lot of people that use the community centre, and Brent Council is slowly reducing the space to, I think very soon we will have no space left in favour of housing. You know, we have enough housing in the area as it is, and it's common sense will tell you that if there's no space for housing, instead of taking people's livelihood away, go somewhere else and build these housing. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be in these particular spaces, because there are other things more important than housing. It's not always just about housing.
And how will it affect your work if the redevelopment goes ahead, and what would you like instead?
I would prefer for the community space to be there instead of housing. I mean, housing is fine. We do have quite a lot of new housing just come up in the area, but not to be taking away our community spaces in favor of housing, because we do need people to come out of their homes and meet the community, meet people that's around them. There's a lot of people, you know, that live in their house. They don't even know their neighbors. They don't know what's going on around them. And it is important for us to come out, mingle, and meet each other.
So you're building a community?
We are building a community, yes.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful community.